Most American hunters grow up believing that the perfect hunting rifle has already been built. A reliable bolt action, a proven cartridge, a design that has worked for generations. But across Europe, gun makers have been following a different path. Instead of refining tradition, they focused on speed, versatility, and new ways to solve old hunting challenges. The result is a collection of rifles unlike anything most American hunters grew up with. Some can change calibers in minutes, some cycle faster than traditional bolt actions, and some have earned a reputation that is now attracting serious attention in the United States. These are not just 7 great hunting rifles. They are 7 rifles that show how European hunting design is changing the industry. And by the time we reach number 1, you'll understand why American hunters can no longer ignore what Europe has been building. Let's get started. Number 7 is the Beretta BRX1. For many American hunters, European straight pull rifles have always carried the same reputation. Fast, innovative, and incredibly well made, but often expensive enough to place them out of reach for the average hunter. That is exactly where the BRX1 changed the conversation. When Beretta introduced this rifle, the company wasn't trying to build another luxury hunting rifle. Instead, it focused on bringing one of Europe's most popular rifle concepts to a much wider audience. At first glance, the BRX1 looks modern and practical rather than flashy. But its biggest strength becomes obvious the moment you work the action. The straight pull design allows the shooter to cycle the rifle quickly while keeping the rifle on target, making follow-up shots faster and more natural than many traditional bolt actions. What makes the BRX1 especially interesting is that it combines modern engineering with real-world practicality. It was designed for hunters who spend more time in the field than at the shooting bench. Reliability, ease of use, and adaptability were clearly higher priorities than unnecessary luxury features. For American hunters who have always been curious about European straight-pull rifles, but hesitated because of cost, the BRX1 offers something different. It delivers much of the speed and innovation that made the category famous while remaining accessible to a larger group of hunters. And that may be its greatest achievement. The BRX1 isn't trying to replace every premium European rifle on the market. It's proving that modern European rifle technology no longer belongs only to a small group of enthusiasts. For many hunters, it has become the easiest way to discover why straight-pull rifles have become such a major part of European hunting culture. Number 6 is the Mauser 25. Few names in the firearms world carry as much history as Mauser. For more than a century, hunters and rifle manufacturers around the world have borrowed ideas from the legendary Mauser action. In many ways, the modern bolt-action hunting rifle exists because Mauser helped define what a reliable hunting rifle should be. That's what makes the Mauser 25 so interesting. Instead of relying solely on its past, Mauser decided to look toward the future. At first glance, the rifle appears modern, clean, and purpose-built. But the real story begins when you cycle the action. Unlike traditional bolt-action rifles that require the shooter to lift and rotate the bolt, the Mauser 25 uses a straight-pull system designed for faster operation and quicker follow-up shots. For American hunters, this rifle represents something unusual. It is one of the oldest and most respected names in hunting, choosing to challenge the very design principles it helped popularize decades ago. The result is a rifle that feels familiar enough for traditional hunters, while offering the speed and efficiency that have made straight-pull rifles increasingly popular across Europe. And perhaps that's why the Mauser 25 deserves a place on this list. It isn't simply another new hunting rifle. It's a statement from one of the industry's most iconic manufacturers. A company that spent generations perfecting the traditional bolt action is now embracing a different vision of what a modern hunting rifle can be. Whether the Mauser 25 eventually becomes as influential as some of the company's historic designs remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. When Mauser decides to move in a new direction, hunters everywhere pay attention. Number 5 is the Heym SR30. In an era where many manufacturers compete by adding new features, new materials, and increasingly complex systems, the Heym SR30 takes a very different approach. Its goal is not to impress hunters with innovation. Its goal is to earn their trust. Built in Germany by one of the country's most respected rifle makers, the SR30 has developed a loyal following among hunters who value reliability above everything else. While it may not generate as many headlines as some newer designs, those who own one of them become lifelong fans. The rifle's most distinctive feature is its unique ball-bearing locking system. Instead of using a traditional rotating bolt, the SR30 locks securely through a series of hardened steel balls that expand into the receiver. The result is a strong, smooth action that operates with remarkable consistency. But the appeal of the SR30 goes far beyond its engineering. This is a rifle built for hunters who appreciate confidence in the field. The design has remained largely unchanged over the years, not because Heym lacks new ideas, but because the company believes it already has a system that works exceptionally well. That philosophy stands in sharp contrast to much of today's firearms industry. While many rifles chase the latest trend, the SR30 focuses on refinement, durability, and long-term performance. For American hunters discovering European rifles for the first time, the SR30 offers a glimpse into a different mindset. It's not about being the newest rifle on the market. It's about being the rifle that still works flawlessly after years of hard use. And that may be the reason the Heym SR30 continues to earn respect wherever serious hunters gather. Because sometimes the most impressive innovation isn't creating something new. It's building something so dependable that it hardly needs to change at all. Number 4 is the Sako 90 Peak. Many hunting rifles are built to perform at the range. The Sako 90 Peak is built for the moments before the shot. When you are climbing, walking, and carrying your rifle through difficult terrain. For mountain hunters, weight is not just a specification. It is the difference between a rifle that helps you hunt and one that slows you down. Made in Finland, the Sako 90 Peak represents a different European approach to hunting rifles. Instead of adding unnecessary complexity, Sako focused on creating a lightweight rifle that still delivers the accuracy and reliability expected from a premium firearm. The design is simple, but every detail has a purpose: a lighter stock, a balanced action, a rifle that feels natural when carried for hours in the mountains. But the Sako 90 Peak is not only about weight. It is about confidence in harsh conditions. Cold weather, steep climbs, long distances, and difficult terrain are exactly the situations where this rifle is designed to perform. This is where European hunting philosophy becomes clear. Many European hunters don't just travel to the range. They carry their rifles through forests, mountains, and remote landscapes where equipment has to prove itself. And the Sako 90 Peak was built for that reality. For American hunters looking beyond traditional designs, this rifle shows that sometimes the biggest improvement is not more power or more features. Sometimes it is simply building a rifle that allows you to go farther. And when the mountain gets harder, the Sako 90 Peak starts to make even more sense. Number 3 is the Strasser RS14. Some hunting rifles are designed for one specific purpose. The Strasser RS14 was designed for hunters who refuse to be limited. Built in Austria, the RS14 represents one of the clearest examples of the European idea of a modern hunting rifle: adaptable, precise, and ready for different situations. The biggest strength of the RS14 is its modular design. Instead of owning multiple rifles for different hunts, the RS14 allows hunters to quickly change configurations, calibers, and setups depending on the mission ahead. For European hunters, this idea makes a lot of sense. A hunter may travel across different countries, hunt different species, and face completely different environments. A rifle that can adapt becomes more than just a firearm. It becomes a complete hunting system. The RS14 also stands out because it combines modern engineering with traditional expectations. It delivers the speed of a straight-pull action while maintaining the accuracy and confidence hunters expect from a premium rifle. But what makes the RS14 truly interesting is the philosophy behind it. It was not created simply to compete with existing rifles. It was created to rethink how one rifle can serve many hunters and many hunting styles. For American hunters, the Strasser RS14 offers a look at a different future. A future where one high-quality rifle can replace several specialized rifles without sacrificing performance. It may not have the same legendary reputation as some older European names, but in terms of innovation and versatility, the RS14 proves that European rifle design continues to move forward. And that's exactly why it earns the number 3 position on this list. Number 2 is the Blaser R8. For many hunters, seeing the Blaser R8 at number 2 may be surprising, because when people talk about modern European hunting rifles, the R8 is usually the first name that comes to mind. And there is a very good reason for that. The Blaser R8 changed the way many hunters think about a hunting rifle. When it became popular, it showed that a rifle could be fast, modular, accurate, and still feel completely natural in the field. Its straight pull action allows hunters to cycle the rifle quickly, without removing their focus from the target. In situations where a second shot matters, that speed can make a real difference. But the biggest achievement of the R8 is not just its action. It is the entire system. The ability to change barrels and calibers, the highly refined ergonomics, and the level of customization turned the R8 into more than a rifle. It became a platform. For years, the R8 has been the benchmark that other European straight-pull rifles have been compared against. Many competitors have followed the path that Blaser helped create. So why isn't it number 1? Because this ranking is not only about history, it is about which rifles deserve the most attention from hunters in 2026. The R8 is still one of the greatest hunting rifles ever made. It changed the industry. It created a new standard, but the competition has become stronger, and another European rifle has now challenged its position at the top. The Blaser R8 may not be number 1 on this list, but it remains the rifle that changed the conversation forever. Number 1 is the Merkel RX Helix. Many hunters expected the Blaser R8 to take the top position, and honestly, for many years, that would have been the obvious choice. The R8 changed the world of modern European hunting rifles. But this ranking is about the rifles that stand out the most in 2026. And that is where the Merkel RX Helix enters the conversation. Built in Germany, the RX Helix takes the straight pull concept and pushes it in a different direction. Its biggest advantage is speed. The bolt moves directly backward and forward, creating an extremely short cycling motion that allows hunters to reload quickly while keeping their eyes on the target. But the RX Helix is not only about speed, it is also about practicality. The rifle was designed around real hunting conditions, moving through forests, carrying the rifle for long distances, and reacting quickly when an opportunity appears. Like many premium European rifles, the RX Helix also offers a modular approach, allowing hunters to adapt the rifle for different calibers and different types of hunting. What makes the RX Helix special is the balance it achieves. It is advanced, but not complicated. It is fast, but still feels controlled. It is premium, but focused on function rather than showing off. That balance is why it earns the number 1 position. The Blaser R8 may have started a revolution, but the Merkel RX Helix shows how that idea can continue to evolve. And in 2026, it represents one of the best examples of what a modern European hunting rifle can become. A rifle built not just for tradition, but for the future of hunting. For decades, American hunters have trusted some of the greatest rifles ever made. And after looking at these 7 European designs, one thing becomes clear. The future of hunting rifles is not about one country replacing another. It is about different ideas competing to create something better. European manufacturers have shown that a hunting rifle can be faster, more adaptable, and more specialized without losing the reliability hunters depend on. The Blaser R8 proved that innovation could change an entire industry. The Merkel RX Helix showed that even a great idea can still be improved. And the other rifles on this list proved that there is more than one path to building the perfect hunting rifle. So the real question is not whether European rifles are better than American rifles. The real question is this: Are we entering a new era where the best hunting rifle is no longer defined by tradition, but by performance? Because in 2026, American hunters are no longer just looking at what has always worked. They are looking at what comes next. And that future may be more European than many expected.